In this video, we're going to be going over creating our own little chat system. So pretty much, as you can see in Word Warrior, you have to type a message, hello, whatever. They'll put the name of the player who sent it and their message accordingly. So that's what we're going to be working on and getting started on. So what I'm going to do is, instead of doing this directly in here, I'm going to create a separate blueprint with all that functionality in it, in a separate widget. So I'm going to go back to our main menu, right click, user interface, widget blueprint, w underscore, call this lobby chat. Right, so we're now here, and we need to think of how we're going to kind of design it. So I want it to be scalable. So I'm not gonna really do much. I'm just gonna pretty much put a size box inside of this canvas panel. I'm actually going to hide what's this? Yeah, confirm leave. I'm going to hide that, just get out of the way. And I'm going to add a size box. Just somewhere here. I guess anchor to the center. And let's look at the size. I'm gonna go over to the right by right by negative 0.5. Let's make it decent size here. Let's see, how big is this? We are 600 by, doesn't really matter. I guess that'll be pretty good. So just about squared. Yeah, I'll leave it as that. And it has well, we can do all that in the other one actually. So I'm going to leave the canvas panel. Going to add an image. That image is going to fill it. So 0, 0. And we're going to go to the color and opacity, set the color to black, and the alpha to 0.15, like so. Now in our main menu, I'm going to go down to user created. We're going to see w underscore lobby chat right here, and I'm going to put it inside the size box. As you can see, it now has that gray area where the chat is supposed to be. So now we need a couple of different things. One, we need a scroll box to display all of the messages. We're going to have a scroll box, drag it into the canvas panel. Let's anchor it to we'll just do the top left. And size, you can always fill it. And then, let's see, on the Y, let's make it go most of the way down. It's about 700. And let's drop it down by negative 0.2. So let's increase the size a bit more. Go to 850. Raise this back up some, so negative 0.15. I think that'll work. Oh, actually, let's negative 0.12. Move it up some. We're just going to have a little indication saying lobby chat. Not too big of a deal. So just some text up here, anchor to the top left. Make it say lobby chat. Increase the font to, I don't know, 32. Make it bigger. Scale this to 230 by 60. And see roughly what it looks like. Not too bad. We'll end up adjusting the size and all that kind of stuff later as we really begin to see what it kind of looks like. And just fill screen. Guess we can crunch it down. to try to get a more realistic look on what it's supposed to look like. So over. I guess something like that. Okay, so we have this, we have our chat. I'm gonna call this, give this a variable name, so scroll box underscore chat messages, make it a variable. We need an editable text box. So input, do editable text multi-line, anchor to the bottom left, and let's make it fill everything to the top right. So on the Y, I want to go up by 1. Let's see, to fill on the right, new bottom, like so. Then make it up a bit. So I guess do 75. This will be the ETB, editable text box underscore chat input, and make it a variable. So let's give it some default text. This is my message to the chat. Hello. Right. That font's going to need to be bigger for sure. That is tiny. Let's go to 24. Let's go down to 18. That should be a good bit better. And inside of the scroll box, we need to actually create chat messages that we're going to add as children to this. And we can actually go ahead and do that now. Let's create a new widget again. So w underscore chat message. So first things first, I want to go to the graph, remove event tick and the pre-construct. Create a variable. It's going to be of a string. And call it chat message. Make it instance editable and expose it on spawn. Go back to designer, delete the canvas panel. Click on, we're going to add in some text. Let's give a name of tb underscore chat message. Make it a variable. And we're simply going to take the chat message. We're going to do set text. And the text we're going to set is chat message. So we're just hooking that up prematurely. And we're good to go there. So now for wchat message, that's what's going to essentially be added into this widget. So for example, go to user created, chat message, gets filled, next one gets filled, so on and so on. And that's what we want. So by default, it should actually look something pretty much like this in our chat. Blah, 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 enter, now. Sends a message. So I want to actually, kind of want to try to darken these if I can. Where's color pink? I think I can add an image to the chat box or the scroll box. Oh, that just makes it a child. Alright, so I guess that's all for the brush. Oh well, it's not too big of a deal. Really figured I could. I don't care why that's pink though. Oh well, I'm not really too worried about it. That's for text. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. So this is roughly what we have it. Did not mean to click connect. This is roughly what we're gonna have to look at, and that is a neat bug. So I guess we can somehow manage to connect to ourselves. So that I'm gonna have to remember to fix. But we have our lobby chat. We need a little way to separate between here, which won't be that difficult to do. But yeah, I think we're good to go. I add, let's see. Oh, that's why Unreal Engine just locked up. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we have so far. Our widget for the most part is kind of done. Obviously, we're going to need to be doing some cleanup so we can separate, the chat where you input and the actual chat box and stuff like that a little bit cleaner. But we will do that later once we make it functional. So now that this is pretty much good to go on this aspect, I will see you in the next one when we start adding some functionality. So I'll see you then.